listen. From today, I am going to work on your Kundalini energy. Inner potential energy. Human being has layers and layers of energy inside them. Please listen with integrity, authenticity, and responsibility. I want to declare every statement I am making is truth. Please capture every statement I am uttering. Human beings have layers and layers of energy. Listen. Please internalize every statement I am making. In Sanskrit, internalizing is what we call manana. Listening consciously is called shravana. Internalizing is manana. Living is nididhyasana. So please do the shravana and manana. Listening and internalizing. Human beings have layers and layers of energy available in them. I'll give you one example. If you are walking alone in your street, to reach your house, it may take 5 minutes. If a stray dog is chasing you, it will take only 3 minutes. If a tiger is chasing you, it may take less time. If you have seen your wife from the distance, it may take even lesser time. Anyhow, see this example. I wanted to tell you one example from my own life which happened. At that time I was staying in northern part of India. The place is called Mayavati. The place is called Mayavati. It's a tiger forest. The area of tiger forest. There's a small ashram. Ashram means monastery. Don't visualize the word. The moment I said monastery, like these big buildings and all that. It was few huts. Few of the sadhus were staying and meditating. I was also staying there and meditating, doing sadhana, tapas. There was a mahant, head of the ashram. In the night time, sometimes tigers will come. This head of the ashram, that is an old Swami, he will shout in his high pitch voice, "Hey, tiger has come, all you guys, close your door, be safe inside." Some of the huts don't have a tight door, like a tin sheet door. So if you need more protection, you may have to pick up some big stones from outside and support your door, so the tiger cannot open the door, even if it attacks. So one night, I think from two directions, two tigers have come. Tigers don't usually go together, But from two different directions, two tigers have come. This Swami, the moment he saw that, he shouted, "Hey, two tigers have come, careful. Close your door, put a stone to protect yourself." And all of us, as usual, ran around and picked up whatever size stones we can collect and supported our door and slept. The problem is, each hut, only one person will be able to stay. So we have to stay only alone, no other way. It's a small hut. So next day morning, we all came out for our breakfast and to know anybody has become dinner, to find out whether anybody has become dinner. All sadhus, we came out. I think at the time maybe some 12 or 13 of us were staying. Sorry, the head one Swami and 12 sadhus were staying. So totally 13. 1-3. So all of us came out. Only one sadhu has not come out. So we were really worried and we ran to his hut to see whether he was killed by the tiger. We were happy. From the distance we saw door is locked and there is no way tiger could have entered inside. So, but he's not coming out, so we were screaming, "Swami, Swami." Then through the window he put his head out and said, "Please break aside and save me." Finally, with a lot of difficulty, we opened the door by pushing, breaking, 5-6 of us, and we brought him out. Then we asked him, what happened? Because inside the door we saw a huge stone he has used to support the door. That stone is usually actually used for grinding masala, spices in the kitchen. It's a huge stone. Even to move it, 5-6 of us were needed. We asked him, this is from kitchen. How come this stone came here? The kitchen and the place is 300 feet distance. Even to move the stone 3 feet, 5 of us have to work. How did the stone reach this place yesterday night from the kitchen? He said, "Swamiji, the moment I heard tiger is coming, in the dark I ran around, I could not get any stone. I saw in the kitchen this stone only. I just lifted and brought it. Today morning, when the fear of tiger is not there, I am not even able to move this stone." Understand? When the fear of tiger is there, alone he lifted the stone, 300 feet he walked. We asked him, how did you move the stone from kitchen to here, 300 feet? What? I moved. Who said? I lifted and brought. He lifted that fear, survival, and he ran to his room, closed the door and supported the stone. So in the fear, he did not know what he is doing. See, you have a second layer energy. Moral of the story is, you have hidden inner potential energy which opens up during emergencies. But it does not mean it should be used only during emergencies. It's not that every time tiger has to come to awaken your energy. Understand? We don't need to have a tiger to awaken our energy. We can have lion to awaken our energy. We can have the spiritual lion. Guru is enough to awaken the energy. The energy which is there inside us as the inner potential energy Awakening that energy is what I call Kundalini Shakti. Why that energy is not active, alive, available to us? Because of the many of the knotted blocks. See, many of your thought currents which has become a blockage in your system. That blockage is responsible for why it is not becoming alive. Why? The Kundalini is not becoming alive. First thing, self-contradicting, self-conflicting thoughts. How many of you understand? Self-contradicting, self-conflicting, self-negating, self-negative thoughts. This is the blockage, knot, which stops awakening of your Kundalini in the root itself. We have actually 7 energy centers in our spine. Root of the spine, the first center, and then near the spleen, second center, near the navel, third center, near the chest, fourth center, near the throat, fifth center, near the eyebrows, sixth center, and on the top, seventh center. 7 centers we have. When the Kundalini is awakened, in that 7 centers only, the energy gets stored. Each center is locked, knocked, blocked by certain thought current. Lack of integrity blocks the root center, becomes responsible for fantasies. Listen. All fantasies, when you fantasize itself, you will have a deep negativity. It is not going to be fulfilled. That is why it is fantasy. How many of you cognize, listen, whenever the fantasizing is going on, inside your mind you know very well it is not going to be fulfilled. Raise your hand. See, fantasy happens with the base material of negativity. When you bring integrity in your thinking, you experience the space of positivity.